Hi, everyone, and welcome to Building Hancock, Stories of Growth and Community, the podcast where we shine a light on the people, places, and projects shaping the future of Hancock County, Indiana. I'm your host, Dave Meeker, and we're brought to you by Bringing Tech to You, New Pal Open for Biz, Advocast, and our title sponsor, Hancock Health.
And I'm Shawn Neal, and I'm your co-host here with Dave on Building Hancock. And today we're going to be talking to Jennifer Meeker. She's a ceramic artist whose work captures the beauty of nature through handcrafted pottery. Now, she's based here in Hancock County, and she shares her art at fairs across the region and through private pottery experiences that give people a chance to create and connect with the craft. Now, Jennifer's work is more than just ceramics. It's about bringing joy and inspiration and appreciation for art into everyday life. So without further ado, let's take a few minutes and get to know Jennifer Meeker. I want to introduce you by what you have on your website, because it says, quote, "You are a tree-hugging, forest-frolicking, mushroom-foraging ceramic artist, Jennifer Meeker."
That's accurate.
I love it. Tell me a little bit about what all of that means when it comes to Jennifer Meeker art.
So one thing that I like to tell people is that my art is my lifestyle is my art. So when I say I'm a tree-hugging, forest-frolicking little hippie, that means that I am that in my life, and also I represent that through my artwork. So things that I'm passionate about is leaving a low carbon footprint, self-sustainability, mushroom foraging, trees, so many trees, and incorporating that into my art. Being an artist is something that is in my blood, and so I incorporate the things that I'm passionate about into my art and into the medium of ceramics.
Yeah, and I was telling you before we started recording that, you know, like every town has a McDonald's, every town has a, coffee shop. Not every town or community has an artist who specializes in some of the things that you do and lessons, which we'll talk about here in a minute, that you do. First, I wanted to just quickly dive into this. So how long have you been doing the ceramics specifically?
Well, technically, I've been doing ceramics. Probably the first time I touched clay was in Mr. Gau's class at New Pal in, hold on, how old am I? 94, probably, in kindergarten class. And I used to take his vision arts class, and that was when which was basically an advanced art class that you'd take. And I would make, the project was make a coil pot, and I wanted to make the largest, biggest pot, which is still accurate to this day of things that I like to be an overachiever. And so I've been playing with clay really since elementary school, but I really got passionate about it in college at Herron School of Art and Design. And I didn't know which medium I wanted to focus on in art school. And so when I discovered the potter's wheel in 2006, that's when I think I found my other soulmate.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow. So for everybody listening, you've got most of your history, maybe all of your history right here in the New Pal, Hancock County area, right?
All my history? Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. There you go. All right. So let's talk about what makes this so unique. I've been on your website checking things out, jennifermeekerart.com. We'll make sure to include links to that. But starting with your calendar, let's talk a little bit about what these events look like for you, and just kind of let everybody know, like, if they come to one of these events and see you there, what are you going to be doing? What will you be able to show them, and just what's it look like?
So I start off, it's called an art fair season. So I've been doing art fairs, which is basically I bring a traveling mini gallery with me to the tri-state area. But I start off my art fair season with the Garfield Park Art Walk on May 3rd, which is basically brings awareness to the Garfield Park neighborhood of artists here in this neighborhood, and that you can walk to each and everybody's studio. There's going to be 4 artists involved. So I start that off on May 3rd, and then almost every weekend from May to June, I will be at an art fair, which is like here locally, like an example is like I'll be at Broad Ripple Art Fair, That's an example. And I go to the tri-state area. And just to give you an idea, last year I did 9 shows all year. And this year I'm going to be doing about 9 in May and June every week. I'm waitlisted for 3, which means that I still am waiting to be called off to be in the show. But I'm excited for the things that are going. I'm trying to pace myself and telling everybody, all my loved ones around me, that I will not be okay for 2 months, but I am excited. And I'm like, buckle up, here we go.
It is the best type of not okay, right?
Yeah. And I love doing art fairs. I love getting to meet people, my collectors, and get to share my art in person. It's so much different doing that than just like commenting on stuff on Instagram and communicating with people virtually. It's so rewarding to do it in person and have somebody connect with one of my pieces and touch it.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about this from the art perspective, because, looking at the creations that you've got, this is truly artwork. I'm looking right now on my browser here, a Heart Tree mug. And if it's still on there when people listen to this, you should go check this out. Like these are just creations. Like these are not. So talk to me a little bit about the inspiration, how you find the inspiration, and then how that translates to the clay, to the project.
So usually, when I'm forest frolicking and hugging trees and bopping mushrooms, I come across something that I think is so unique that I want to capture that moment and put it into my work, because not everybody may have the accessibility to go into the woods or might not notice what I notice. And so I capture these specific textures or shapes or specific mushrooms and put them into my pieces. So really when people see my work, they're really capturing a moment in time of something that I see in nature that I put into my work.
That's beautiful. And that really gives perspective to what I'm looking at on the screen. So yeah, I appreciate that. And the reason that's really important to me is because then we jump to another thing that you do, which is lessons. And the reason that's important to me is I think it's one thing to teach a craft. It's another thing to teach a craft and the art behind it. And so talk to me about the lessons. Like if somebody comes to you, what can they expect to learn, and what's that process look like?
So I launched the private pottery experience 3 years ago because I kept getting requests for people wanting to take pottery lessons. And so I launched it, and I feel like what a pottery experience is that it's a 2-hour lesson where I get to show somebody how to throw a piece on the potter's wheel. And they get a couple tries at it, and then they get to keep a piece that I finish for them through the firing and painting called glazing process. And what this allows is people to celebrate a special moment in their life. Like tonight, I'm teaching a lesson to somebody's, it's his girlfriend's birthday. And so it's nice to be able to provide that service for somebody for a special event, but also they get to create a piece of art that, I get to show them this. And I think that's really special that they have a finer appreciation for ceramics, and also they get to see that, I can be creative too. Like I can make a piece of art, and it just captures a memory and time, but also a piece that they could take home with them. And I think that's just like something that is really hard to find, and it's personalized too. So it's not in a big group setting; it's private. So, and a lot of people like that. Yeah,
absolutely. And when you think about, the New Pal area and specifically Hancock County and being accessible to everyone there, like what would you, in an ideal world, what would you like to say that your art, your creations can bring to the people of New Pal?
I hope my pieces and also pottery lessons, just everything in general, brings joy and happiness to anybody who relishes them, and gives them a finer appreciation for the arts and also nature. And really, I like that my work can bring happiness. That's the big one, because we all just need a little slice of happiness right now, especially right now. And I hear stories of people saying, I wake up with your mug every morning and I put my coffee in it every morning. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet. And that's what drives me to do this for a living, because I'm making an impact on people.
Yeah, that's got to be cool. That's got to be cool to know that your work carries on long after you hand it to someone.
Mm-hmm.
if you will, as we kind of wrap things up here, I'd love to just dream a little bit and kind of look at what, 5 years down the road looks like. If you could grow this any way you wanted to, this business, and reach into the New Pal community, what would you want to do in 5 years with Jennifer Meeker Art, and what would that look like for everybody?
I would love to, in specific with New Pal, I guess, is to encourage artists to keep going and to not lose that determination, especially as young artists, because if you just keep trying and stick your mind to it, you can do it. And so I feel like any students that are at New Pal High or even middle elementary school, to be a mentor, inspiration for them, and encouraging them. In general, with my art, I'd like it to reach more people. That's why I'm really trying to build my social media, because I feel like I have this talent and this gift, I guess, that I feel like more people should know about. I want to share it more. And so I'm trying to get a wider audience and really reach more people in the U.S. or in Indiana, or wherever, to show my talent and have more people enjoy it. More people deserve my art.
Yes, indeed. And I think that's a great place to land, because, as I really was excited and just happy to hear this kind of drive to carry on and inspire people that are listening. Can you tell everybody where to find you, both online and in real life, if they want to seek you out?
So I am located in Garfield Park neighborhood. I have a studio here. It's a home-based studio. I am really easy to find. You just got to Google Meeker Art, but in specific, Jennifer Meeker Art Ceramics on Instagram, on my Facebook business, also on my website, jennifermeekerart.com. It's super easy. Just Google me.
So if you're listening, if you're connected in the schools, or if you're connected with kids and you find some inspiration here, get a hold of Jennifer Meeker Art for those as well. Jennifer, it was wonderful to have you. Thank you so much for everything you do in the New Pal and Hancock County area. We appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
At New Pal Open for Biz, we're all about creating a team of local businesses to help secure and promote one of the key gateways into Hancock County, our hometown of New Palestine, Indiana. Whether it's road construction updates, business growth, or community events, we've got you covered. And if you're a business owner in the New Palestine or Hancock County area and you want to be part of what we're building, just reach out by clicking on the link found in the show notes.